Hey guys, so today I'm reviewing The Sunroom by Beverly Lewis. The story opens with our main character as an adult, and she is inside the sunroom at the hospital where her mother had stayed during her treatments, and it's our main character as an adult thinking back to things as a child. And then in chapter 1 it flashes back to Lancaster, Pennsylvania in 1952 when Becky Owens is 12 years old. Within the first few chapters you find out that Becky Owens' mother is unwell and she's progressively getting worse until finally she has to go to the hospital, and you find out that her mother has cancer. She has a tumor in her abdomen and it has to get removed, so they go in the first time and they remove the tumor. And the mother ends up taking cancer chemo treatments, and the doctors basically tell Becky Owens' mother, there's nothing really we can do for you, you have 6 months left to live. And that is how this entire story progresses from that time. Now, the story does take place near the end of the book. The main character is 13 years old, so you do see that there is a time progression. I love how she uses seasonal changes or mentioning certain months and the diary entries as the story progresses through, so you do see this time lapse going on because you do live through the 6 months of what's going on with her mother. The author actually went through this situation in real life, and this story is, I believe, partly based off of that, her actual event. I'm not sure if the end of this book is the actual way that in real life Beverly Lewis's story ended with her mother, but I do know that the author went through this exact situation as what she's writing about in this book. I believe it's stated, it's based on diary entries from Beverly Lewis's childhood. So it's interesting how she's taken something that she's gone through and she's writing about it in a fictionalized story. And it's amazingly done, I must say. It's a very heartwarming story. You really feel and connect with the characters. And not only that, but you also see the contradiction. You have Becky Owens trying to state to people, well, I'm a young woman, I need to be treated this way, you can tell me things. And then at other times you see a little girl who's scared to lose her mom. And I think the author does those parallel situations extremely well with the character. I really found the writing style very easy to read, and I didn't find that it was over and above. I think if there was a 8-year-old girl going through the situation that is taking place in this book, as the main theme basically surrounds the somebody you love having cancer, I think that even an 8-year-old could read this book. I don't know what else to say with the book. Well, I could mention this. The pages, all of the writing in the book, it's purple. And there are also illustrations throughout the book. And they don't detract from the story. If anything, they just add an element of beauty to the story as you go through it. So I would love to hear if anybody else has read this. I don't think it's as well known as a lot of other novels, such as The Fault in Our Stars, which I have not read. But I do know that this was an extremely well-written book, and the ending was a complete surprise to me. And I'd love to find out if Beverly Lewis's mother, how it actually ended in real life, just because of the fact that the ending, it really does leave you with a sense of hope. And I must say, the last 10 chapters, I just completely, I could barely make out some of the words. I had to stop a couple times because I was crying so hard. But it was an amazingly well written work, and I'm surprised it's not as well known. But that is my review. If you are interested, I definitely recommend going and picking up this book. If not, that's fine, that's your choice. But go and pick up a random book and read. Bye, guys.